Hello family and friends. I made lemon bars for my son-in-law's mom's service, and the girls asked me to record it, so that's what I'm doing. I actually forgot, and the only thing that you missed was that I melted 8 tablespoons of butter. To this, I'm going to add 1 cup of flour, 1/4 cup of sugar, and 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and then mix it up really well. So there's 1 cup of flour, there's 1/4 cup of sugar, and a teaspoon of salt. Now I'm just going to mix it up really good, and after I get it all incorporated, I'm going to get my hands in there and make sure it's all nice and good. Then we're going to put it in the pan. This is the crust. Very easy. This is really quite an easy recipe, but boy does it turn out good. In fact, there weren't any lemon bars left. Okay, so you can see how it comes together real nicely. Now what I did do is I used foil and I created these panels so I could lift this out when it's finished. Makes it easier to cut, a little bit cleaner. You know how hard it is to get things out of a pan. You end up smushing the ends, the corners, or whichever the first one is you try to get out. This prevents you from having to do that. So I just crumbled it up and spread it around, and now I'm going to even it out with my hands. I want it as even as possible. Looks pretty good. I'm actually making 2. I'm making some for my neighbors, and I'm going to give one to Toby. She has an uncle in town, so she can have a dessert for dinner tonight. Alright, now I'm going to put it in the oven, and I'm going to bake it at 350 for 20 minutes, and I'll be back. Okay, while the crust is baking, I'm going to make the filling, and I cook it in a heavy saucepan to thicken it up before I pour it over the crust. And the reason for that is you end up with a better cooked lemon filling. You don't end up with some overcooked around the edges and more raw to the center. So this is a really good way to do it. I'm going to start with 2/3 cup of lemon juice. There's 1. 2/3 cup of lemon juice. To that, I'm going to add the zest of 1 lemon. And I want all of that lemon goodness in there. Then I'm going to add this is going to sound weird, 2 teaspoons of cream of tartar. And this will increase the acidity, so it's like you're getting more lemon. Now I'm going to add just 1 cup of sugar. I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of flour, a 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt, and I'm going to add 3 whole eggs. I'm going to break them off screen here into a bowl. Any of you who have watched me know that I break them into a bowl before I add them to a recipe. But to this, I'm going to add 3 additional egg yolks. Now the reason I do that is because the egg white will give it a real eggy flavor and take away a little bit from the lemon. So I add a yolk, 3 more yolks, 3 yolks total. And it's separating them off screen. There's 2 yolks. And there's 3 yolks. Get my hands cleaned up. When I'm baking and cooking, I'm constantly washing my hands. So now I'm going to put the heat on to like a medium heat and just start cooking and stirring. And what you're going to see, you want it to get to about 165 degrees to get sort of that pudding consistency. And I'll show you the process after it gets cooked down, because we will strain it, because we're going to want to strain out any bits of eggs that may have cooked. We want to get rid of the zest because we just want a nice, smooth, shiny lemon filling. And cooking with the zest, it's going to give up all the goodness. We don't need it in the recipe anymore. I could get my whisk out, but I'm trying not to dirty a bunch of dishes. Yeah, it's probably going to be better if I do. Yeah, I'm making a mess. That's why I didn't want to get the whisk. I just got my stove cleaned up from the last mess I made. It's alright. Once you start this process, you want to stay with it. It doesn't take very long, but you don't want to walk away because it'll come up pretty quick and you'll end up burning it if you don't constantly stir it. we're going to strain this. And I'll show you how I do that. Okay, I have a mesh strainer in one of my small mixing bowls, and I'm going to pour my lemon filling in there and get all of the zest, and if there happens to be any cooked eggs, we'll get that all out too. I'll show you what I do. I just use my spatula and just go back and forth and around inside, and this is, I found, the fastest and the easiest way to strain it. I tried cheesecloth, didn't like that so much. So this is the method that I use for me. So you're left with just this stickiness of unnecessary texture that you don't want in your nice, smooth, silky lemon bars. So I do scrape the bottom of this off. I don't want to miss 1 ounce of lemon filling. Okay, so now I take all this beautiful, silky, look at that, lemon filling. Can you see it? And I'm going to pour it into, and I don't know if you noticed, but this, I can't, you can just see how it was just golden brown around the edges, just perfect. So I'm going to push this into the corners, and then I'm going to put it in the oven again at 350 and let it bake for about 12 minutes. And then I'll be back and show you what that looks like, and we'll cut them. We hope you enjoy these lemon bars, and if you make them, let us know in the comments section. So until next time, make it a gorgeous day every day. Bye.